Brilliance Audio presents By the Book, a novel, by Julia Sonneborn, performed by Amy McFadden. "What time's your class, Anne?" my best friend and fellow English professor, Larry, asked. He was standing at the door to my office in his pressed shirt and tortoiseshell glasses, his balding head shaved close and his hand clutching an inter-office mail envelope. "In 15 minutes, I said, scrolling through my backlog of student emails. "Ugh! Listen to this one." I read aloud. "Hey, Prof, it's Mike. I'm going to miss class today because I'm stuck at Burning Man and can't get a ride back until tomorrow. See you Wednesday." I mean, can you believe it? Burning Man? Why not just say you're sick? "At least he's being honest," Larry said. "I mean, I wish I were at Burning Man." "Delete," I said. God, why don't they make kids take a class on email etiquette during freshman orientation? You know, like, address your professors by their full title, not prof or yo. I once got an email from a student that began with, "What up, Lair?" I have to admit, I was a bit charmed. I said. I'd kill my students if they tried to call me Anne. Larry was a Henry James scholar. He wore cashmere sweaters and tweed jackets and shoes custom-made by John Lobb. You know how people start to look a lot like their dogs? Well, professors start to look a lot like their subjects. "Your office is looking disheveled," Larry said, eyeing my piles of library books, the empty Starbucks cups littering my desk, the academic journals I subscribed to but never read, instead using them as a doorstop. He walked over to my desk and picked up my broken wall clock, which was lying face down on a stack of papers. "What happened here?" he asked. "It needs a new battery," I said, without looking away from my computer screen. "I just haven't gotten around to it." "This clock has been lying here for at least 6 months," Larry said. "No wonder you're always running late. How do you know what time it is?" "I have my phone," I said. "Clocks are obsolete." "Preposterous," Larry said. He always wore an elegant watch with an alligator skin band, passed down from his grandfather. He disappeared from my office, carrying the clock. A few minutes later, he reappeared, fiddling with the clock hands. "I'm setting your clock 5 minutes ahead," he announced. "By my calculation, you should be in class right now." "Wait, what? Really?" I yelled, jumping up from my chair and spilling my coffee onto the keyboard. "Where are my lesson plans? Where's my book?" I rifled through my desk, looking for napkins and cursing. Larry picked up my dog-eared copy of Middlemarch, its cover stapled on, its pages bristling with Post-it notes. "Is this what you're looking for?" he said dryly. "That's it," I said, snatching it from him. I threw it into my book bag, scrambling around the outside pouch to make sure I had dry erase markers, my lipstick, a pen. "I don't know how you make your students read that book," Larry said. "It's 1,000 pages of pedantic moralizing." "I don't know how you can read Henry James," I retorted. What was it that Twain said? "Once you've put down a James novel, you can't pick it back up again?" Twain was a Philistine, Larry said, unperturbed. He handed me a lint brush. "You have cat hair all over your skirt." "Ugh, I need to take Jellaby to the groomer. She's shedding like crazy." "Another lion cut? Don't you think that's a little undignified? She's a house cat, not a beast in the jungle." "Har, har," I said. I dove under my desk to find my heels, which I'd kicked off as soon as I'd arrived in my office that morning. "Will I see you after class?" "I have my shrink appointment now, but yes, I'll see you later. You'll be at the reception for our new president, yes?" "We have a new president?" I asked, shoving my feet into my heels. Our previous president, a Civil War historian, had retired only a few months earlier due to health issues. He was hired over the summer. Didn't you see the email? Or did you delete it, like Mr. Burning Man's missive? I don't check my school email over the summer, I said. Who is it? Oh, wait, let me guess. I bet it's an MBA who wants to raise money for a new stadium. No, this guy actually sounds interesting, Larry said, hanging my clock on the wall. He stood back for a minute, making sure it was straight. He majored in English as an undergrad, you know. In fact, you might have known him. He went to Princeton, too. Really? I'm sure he must have been years ahead of me. I slung my book bag around my shoulder and headed to the door. Actually, he's around our age, Larry said. 40-ish. I'm 32, I snapped. What's his name? Adam, Larry said. Adam Martinez. Wait, are you sure that's his name? Yes. Why? You recognize it? Maybe, I said. But it can't be the same guy. It's a common name, right? I'm late for my appointment, and you, my dear, are late for your class, Larry said, pushing me down the hall. Oscar Wilde may have always been late on principle, but you don't have tenure yet.